Yo team, hi guys. Hello Josh, Jesus Christ. Hello Josh. What's up chillin' person? Hi Red. Yo 600, what's up gamer? Just ate steak and eggs. It's nice. Steelovsky. Aha. Yo Baldwin. I kind of wonder. Google Trends.
Oh, hi, Leetsup.
Yo Berg. It's like, is a term an ankh somewhat new? It probably is. Haven't seen people really using that shit. For too long. Okay, but Ankh is also an abbreviation for University of North Carolina, apparently, so... I might have problem just, you know, figuring out the actual popularity of the term as abbreviation for uncle. As like kind of derogatory way of calling people just old on the internet by children. Yeah, I mean like, it's not gonna tell us anything, frankly. What's minimum age to be considered Ankh? As far as I understand, it's like 30 years old plus. Which is most of my viewers, actually. According to the data. Although, honestly, ever since I do shorts, that data might be more skewed towards teenagers. I mean, there's a chance that... Claude checked and she says that the most of you are Ankhs. Kek. I'm addicted to Dark Souls 2. That's a good game. Glad to hear. You are 30 next month, and I have nephew, so yeah, 30 years old seems valid to be young. The people that find 6'7" funny have a strange way to talk. 6'7". Well, you are not wrong. You think those mods you had when you streamed it looks very nice? Yeah. The Lightning Engine and Scholar of the Second Sin for fidelity increase is amazing, yeah. Yeah, slang has gone insane in the last decade. Honestly, I wonder if that's just a matter of... Okay. I'm quite too fresh to English language to okay, that's a wrong way of putting it. I kind of wonder if that's just not a generational type of thing, yeah? It's just Every generation has...
Młodsi ludzie mają dostęp do internetu. Mieliśmy dostęp do internetu, jak mieliśmy 15 lat. Internet teraz już 5-letnie wjeżdżają do internetu.
Okay.
Jeszcze dodają tego swojego, nie?
Alright, so close opinion on the matter is that when people of age around 30, yeah, like we actually got into the internet overall like a little bit late. Like the age of initiation into the internet is kind of it's basically right now nowadays it's way earlier than it used to be back in the days, yeah. Like first of all, at least from that what I remember, when I was 10 years old, I was playing fucking Snake on my mom's Nokia 6410 or whatever, and not like, you know, and wasn't watching streamers. Well, there was not even like, you know, the as thing as Twitch or Justin TV or whatever didn't exist at all, yeah? You didn't have any website of this type, so I assume that new generation has way easier way of showing themselves. So I guess it's just the slang itself just goes out of school to the internet, and that's basically it, yeah. I mean, like, makes sense, yeah. You are around, like, a lot of you are around 30 years old at this point. A lot of us either have children or are at the age that could have children. So yeah, it only makes sense that we have a generational swap at this point. So therefore, like, within the last 10 years, I guess, like, the slang on the internet went absolutely fucking bonkers. That somewhat makes sense, yeah? Yeah, Falan. Can I like with music how the new generation always thinks old music sucks and vice versa? I don't know, honestly. You have kids older than some chatters? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and on top of that, you technically, you know, people that watch content nowadays can be from even further generation, yeah? Let's say I, as a content creator, am 34 years old, and I know... 34 or 33? Kochanie, ile mam lat? Okay, so I'm not 34 years old, sorry, had to ask Chloe. I don't remember. So yeah, let's... I guess, yeah, it makes sense that there is like plenty of people that are even older, basically, yeah? Like, let's say in the 40s, between 40s, 50s, between 50s, 60s, and so on and so forth, yeah? There is actually about the same amount of people that are 65 plus in the community than the amount of women in the community. Like, basically, like, there is... I think this is actually not that bad. Let me actually see. I need to check this out again. Audience. Let me actually show you the screen. Just analytics have to load up. Okay, this is not exactly true. We have 2.4% of people that watch videos are overall females. 0.6 is user specified or unspecified, and 0.8% is 65 plus years old. What about videos? Because, okay, more females watching videos, less females watching shorts, barely any females watching live. Honestly, understandable.
No. This is me, Siri, and Shiroi. And Hayeta. That's it.
Okay.
For women.
Okay, maybe there is. Okay, there is occasionally some other woman that jumping in. Okay, but yeah, that's probably the core. That's true. Yeah, 0% of 65 plus years old watching live content. About the same shorts and videos. Okay.
Oh, only angst. See, yesterday during Dark Souls 3 stream, we came up with great business ideas. Only fans for fat people, so only fats. And now you gave us another idea, only angst.
Only angst.
And this will
good.
be only 30-plus-year-old men sharing content.
Look at that. On the live streams, we have the least amount of Americans overall. Probably because, you know, technically it would make sense for me to start stream around midnight for Americans, yeah? So it actually makes sense, yeah? Shorts, like the most of Americans watch regular videos. Let's see analytics.
Okay, but you know what? Wait, because that's kinda unfair what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Americans isn't just United States. You also have Canada here and
Ah,
Brazil.
Jesus, darling.
You have both.
Oh, darling.
This is the same time zone.
Yeah, okay, good point. My point being, when I say Americans, I mean, of course, USA, okay? Like, that's for how most people, like, consider it. I wouldn't insult Canada by calling them Americans.
Okay, but do you know why people default to the United States when saying Americans? Because it actually isn't USA-centric that much as people think. It's because in the official name, it's the United States of America. So American is just a shortcut. Although I personally love the phrase United Statesian. I love it.
United Statesian.
United Statesian.
Okay. Holy shit, look. 80% of viewers that watch
on phones.
Watch shorts like they are on the
but
phones.
Shorts.
Yeah, but only 2% on the tablet.
Because tablets are not widely used anyway.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but 33 people watch videos on phone.
Yeah. Live streams, most people actually on the computer, less on the phone. 22.4% on the TV.
Ooh.
Oh, that's... Holy shit, look, that's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Regular videos, 16.4, but like live streams, almost 25.5.
People are chilling
That's great.
in their living rooms. That's cool. But it's more difficult to use chat when you watch on TV.
Yeah.
You have to have a phone anyway.
Dude, this guy explodes on YouTube right now. This is fucking crazy. This individual is doing such a fucking numbers on the shorts, like bro is doing millions of views. I swear to God. But I will be honest with you. I almost feel like this is content that is directed on different generation. Like, you know, it's that the way how the guy narrates and everything just doesn't speak volumes to me. Maybe I'm gonna show you. Like,
when cut down to a short form video, a lot of times you don't get to see the full interactions and the friendly gestures at the beginning, but a lot of times it does look pretty similar. Start out friendly, watch while the energetic pre-buffed character gets impatient, get backstabbed, start plotting my revenge, and then come up with a plan that is just absolutely glorious. I didn't want to do too much editing or narrating on this video, but what happens is just so good. I'm gonna put slow-mo in here, timing their approach to the elevator button and my flask, rolling over his head to dodge the sound waves, and placing him into the newly created chasm. The added cherry on top is that 60,000 rune bonus. Patches is getting a new pair of boots. Patches.
I don't know. Like, okay. I mean, yeah, I think I'm just not a viewer of this type of content. But what I of course do is I am looking up the numbers of other content creators and shit, yeah? And this guy's growth is insane. Dude is growing 1,000 to 2,000 fucking subs every single day. He's generating, it's mostly through the shorts, yeah? He's generating from the 500,000 to 1 million views per day. In the last 30 days, he generated almost 32 million views. Just let's make it clear so you understand how insanely popular this TikToker actually is. So, you know, so you understand. This guy made in the last 30 days 32 million views. The most popular content creator in the Soul Sphere at the current moment is probably Only Waifu. And Only Waifu did, PvP wise that is, yeah? And Only Waifu did 2.4 million. 2.5 basically almost, yeah? Chase the bro, 2.3 million. You understand? You take every single content creator that is currently in the PvP sphere of Elden Ring. You take Steelovsky, yeah? Oh wait, you take me, yeah? I did below million, like 850,000. Also, like frankly, this month is terrible for whatever reason. Like we made a drop from 2 million to less than million. My shorts for one not being watched, yeah? Anymore. It's probably just a temporary thing though. G like only like even below 200,000, yeah, because he doesn't do any short form, yeah. So yeah. So basically, I and G collectively do million. Chase doing 2.3 million. Only Waifu doing 2.5 million. We collectively have 6 million views. This SDB, his name was? No, whatever. SBD. This SBD guy, fucking TikToker dude, that just came from TikTok and made the YouTube channel apparently somewhat recently, or started re-uploading to the YouTube channel somewhat recently, did how many times? It's basically more than 5 times the amount of views that the most popular PvP content creators did within the last month. Like, this guy's popularity is unhinged. That actually shows how fucking insanely popular TikTok content creators can get. It's just that you need a different approach, yeah? Of course, let's make it clear. This guy doing 32 million views is probably doing less money of that YouTube channel of his than I do per month, yeah? Because shorts doing shit fucking revenue. But popularity-wise, it is insane. Do you post on TikTok? No. But I could, because our shorts, yeah, basically can be re-uploaded on TikTok easily. Good for him, he deserves it. Well, works for him. I mean, he's just making content, and also, from that what I see, he puts a lot of effort into it. So I guess you are right, yeah? Like, in the meaning that
1, 2.
These videos, these short form videos are somewhat well edited. All of them are narrated and so on and so forth, yeah?
And you know what? One more. Alright, the stage has been set with a lovely trail leading towards a secret passage. Absolutely nothing could go wrong with this plan. Now all I have to do is wait for them to come up the stairs, see the very not suspicious trail of stones, and then they'll just follow the path. Hey, wait, what are you coming over here for? You wouldn't harm a paint. Unbelievable. While I try to de-escalate the situation with my spear, I see a frenzied hand come up behind me, so they're all in on the conspiracy. I drop a smoke bomb to protect my back, then I pivot to throw a big rock at the art critic trying to flank me. The fellow in blue has switched to a different frenzy weapon, and I lost track of the host. Oh, hello. Now that
wait, did he actually just kill, like, with the one pot?
1, 2.
Wait.
I see a frenzied hand come up behind the fellow in blue.
What the
Drop a smoke bomb to protect my back, then I pivot to throw a big rock.
That's why I'm not playing on low levels.
At the art critic trying to flank me. The fellow in blue has switched to a different frenzy weapon, and I lost track of the host. Oh, hello. Now that it's just a 2v1, I don't feel too much pressure, so I'm gonna make the most out of the terrain. There's a reason I prefer invading over arenas. If this were just a flat circle, he wouldn't be hitting his spear on the wall, and I wouldn't be able to give them the old slipperoo, following behind where I saw that blue guy run off to. I tried to time it so I'd be out of his view when he changed direction, like here, where I run in a wider, more visible arc, and circle close back to the wall for—
I really like this, like the way how he kind of puts effort into attempting to show the field as much as possible. He is pivoting the camera from side to side, basically.
a poison mist.
Good shit.
Backpedaling gently to switch to poison flower, the follow-up that would cause that poison to explode if he hadn't just cured it. They were really quick with that. I clear out and start launching another hefty pot. If he rolls too soon, I can throw it low on the stairs, making it much harder to dodge. Per my usual style, I'm doing my best to save the host for last, keeping to the right to avoid the madness, and getting kinda lucky that this pillar was here to block his attack. That wasn't planned. I get forced into a series of dodges here to avoid that quicker weapon that's stunning me. And as I'm in the air with another poison flower, I retarget at the host, who's about to use wing stance, knocking him out of the air, and then giving me plenty of time while he recovers. Switch my weapon, and then shout for dear life. Darn, we didn't end up getting the blue guy.
What the fuck is this?
As I'm in the air,
Why it does so much
dear
damage
life.
on the low level? How much? Ah, never mind. It does 350. These guys just have no HP.
Darn, we didn't end up getting the blue guy, but I do like when someone can recognize that the fight's over and show a little friendly gesture at the end. We're not actually NPCs. Who are you?
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah, I guess the way how he narrates is not exactly something that I would particularly enjoy, if I'm being honest. But I can see why it is doing well as a content. It is especially well made of a content well suited for someone that doesn't exactly play this game for 5,000 hours, yeah? So someone that is completely new to the game can literally just pick up these videos and watch them and somewhat understand what's going on because of the constant narration and so on. So yeah, that's a good shit. This is a whole short video, not a short. Well, Broski just took shorts format in the way how the most successful shorts being made and literally turned it into the format that works with the Elden Ring PvP. I think this is commendable. I think this is good job from the perspective of the content creation. Hi, I'm searching for the guide on how to play PSSS and with the Claymore moveset. I just don't find YouTube videos about that. Do you have an idea? I mean, just like play passive with PSSS. If you don't want to play passive with the PSSS, then don't play PSSS. PSSS have no fucking way of aggressing. This is insane, unlike Gunnar Wi-Fi, he makes efforts there. Hey, wait. You want to say that Wi-Fi doesn't put effort in the videos? This is unfair, I think. Wi-Fi actually puts shit tons of effort in their videos, yeah? Like, you know, you basically, like someone said that this guy that, you know, doing the patches impersonation thing just knows his audience and so goes for the Wi-Fi. So Wi-Fi just doing the Gunnar bait. But Wi-Fi extremely cringe. I respect patches a lot more. It's not something that is very surprising that people that like my content doesn't like Wi-Fi content. I'm gonna say it like that. But I'm actually quite surprising that you basically put on the pedestal a TikTok format, yeah? Because TikTok format videos, they are basically targeted on the normie, and so is Gunnerbait. Hi. What's up? Ale pompa. Your friend is dead. I killed your friend. He's catfishing 40-year-old lonely men who goon all day and have Doritos. Cheese puffs on their keyboards. You know what? Yeah, I guess there's truth to that. Yeah, like one of the main things about Wi-Fi's content is so-called Gunnerbait. Yeah. I mean, ethically speaking, being a normie coded TikTok content creator is definitely less harmful, whereas Gunnerbait is definitely more harmful for the society, quote unquote, yeah. That being said, personally, I much rather would watch only waifu Gunnerbait, knowing that there is actually a decent information presented at hand, than TikTok videos that basically show the clips that have no gameplay substance, in the meaning that, you know, like, I mean, from my perspective, when I watch that TikTok guy video, I basically, there is nothing I can learn, there is nothing I can acknowledge. There is just a guy playing against low-level players and say patches at the end of the TikTok. So, from like intellectual value perspective, then I think I take only waifu Gunnerbait, because there is actually substance like behind the Gunnerbait.
You cannot both use your brain and masturbate at the same time.
Well, I don't have to masturbate, darling, because I have you. So therefore, I'm not masturbating to the Gunnerbait. I just take the jokes and also some, well, intellectual information related to the game.
Yeah, but we're speaking about his audience, not you.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, point being, I can only present my perspective in this, yeah? Like, for me, even though covered in Gunnerbait, only waifu's content has more value than the TikTok coded shorts, yeah.
Chilling person, I will pay you $20 if you send me your Rani cosplay, but it has to be you.
Guys, she told me that I cannot spend $5 on kebab recently.
It was more than 5. Also, it was partially because of money, but also because of health.
Aha.
and the fact that we had food at home.
Okay. Let him eat kebab.
No, we tracked our expenses last month, and I noticed that we spent too much money on delivery food. So no kebabs. Maybe once a month.
We were out in the town, by the way.
Yeah, but it's still more expensive to buy at restaurant than to prepare at home. Especially considering the fact that we had eggs that were almost past expiry date, so they had to be eaten.
Kebab is good for health if you make it right. You see?
Okay, but the one that we have a very nice kebab restaurant next to our building, but they use heavy sauces.
You can take kebab without sauce.
But you never take kebab without sauce.
But I could. There is a possibility.
You wouldn't do it.
She's right, I
And
wouldn't.
they're like very greasy sauces. Go learn how to cook. We are not buying the kebab roasting revolving machine.
What you mean we don't? What?
What?
What you mean we don't? No. Hey. Does that move doesn't have like any hyper armor? Why did I stagger him with jump R2? Or it is like late in activation. I was talking with dedicated videos about PSSs and the Claymore. When it comes to Claymore, you have a user called Omega26 something something. I don't remember full name of Omega on YouTube. But Omega is among the best South America players, and he had interesting guide on Claymore that included information about potential true combo that you can do with Claymore. As for PSSS, I don't think there is like really any decent guide on how to play PSSS nowadays, because PSSS fucking suck. It keeps prio, but outside of Sword of Light, it's just like overall just reactionary setup without a way of aggressing at all. What's his name again? I don't remember. If you're gonna type in Elden Ring Omega, then you're probably gonna have their channel pop up in the searches. If you're gonna see a channel that has multiple POVs from the tournaments and so on, that's his channel. You think Anya is ever gonna come back? I don't know what the hell is going on with Anya. Where she is, where she was gone and so on. I don't know Anya. Like I only know her as, you know, by proxy, yeah? So I didn't even know that she's gone. So the answer is I have no idea. Like my recent interaction with Anya is that she tried to kill me with the swordless true combo in the arena when DLC released. And she was like, "Oh, you escaped through combo. Why did you escape through combo?" And then that was my interaction with her. And I think, if I remember, she did a jump R2 into R1, and she thought that was a true combo, which, well, it's not. Oh, fat roll. Let's match the guy's vibe. Okay, GG. Very fun fight. How crazy though? Very crazy. Chainsaw is patched, right? The iteration of the backstep, yes. Overall, the chainsaw based of the Serpent Hunter, yes. But there is also a Radan saw that is not. Oh my god, look at them. Hi. What's up? Is that dueling gaming? Yeah, it is dueling gaming. Alright. Let's duel. Oh. Love your videos. Thank you. I have fat roll. Oh, the light roll moment. Okay. Now you gamer, you fighting? Please go easy on me. Me going easy on you? Are you sure about it? That hyper armor actually looking scary, so... Let's see. Let's see, I'm waiting for the running attack. Oh, no follow-up. Well. guy. GG. Let's see. Under KGS goat? No, it's not a KG. I actually, you know what? I'm supposed to make a video about this weapon, the Boyo in Solitude Armor is running, because this weapon can actually deal such obnoxious amount of damage if optimized well. Oh, it's neck! Haha. Ooh. The frost toe. Oh. The hyper armor. Whoa. Funny hard swaps. Oh. Well played, host. Okay. Yes, and grease, since I'm almost out of regular one. Good attempt on the backstab, could actually work. I should have framed it. Look at him. Good running attack play. But yeah, this is basically problem, yeah, of Shamshir. It's kind of you don't really have priority into the Halax at all, so well. So what, you have a good running attack that can actually do something, you cannot do anything afterwards, yeah? That's why I personally don't really play that matchup that way. Rather go with the Milady. Are you okay doing Maiden in the black opening the fridge, or you tell me if you don't like the character? I feel Zaki needs to stay silent for the pressure of the scene. Diablo, we have to really talk about all of it, because like I generally, at this point, I am not sure what the fuck I'm even doing and so on, yeah? Like for that voiceover of yours. Like I would need actual timestamp of what the fuck I supposed to even do and so on, yeah, because like at this point I am very confused, yeah, and I don't have that much time per day to just, you know, look into it. How about this? Lol. GG. Shams got a sick jump attack. That's true, but if that jump attack is gonna be rolled, you ultimately you're kind of locked in place. It's just Shamshir's jump attack is very good as a neutral with punish, but that's about it. It's good for engaging and so on, but Milady is just better. Milady is also safer on the jump attacks. Really as simple as that. Diablo, that would be perfect, and I would also need a timestamp which voiceovers I could do from where to where, and if do you have any script if you want me to say something in particular. I remember you wanted me to play Michael Zaki initially, and I just voice my laugh or something like that. I can do that, no problem, but yeah, I really would need to know exactly what the fuck I'm supposed to do or what's not, because yeah, for now I'm kind of like... I'm not really sure what you want at this point from me, you know? Like, exactly. So yeah, like, maybe since Diablo is talking about publicly, Diablo is making video, animated video related to Souls games, and ask me for the voiceover, yeah? So basically, yeah, explaining what the fuck we are even talking about. That's what's happening. I just want it to be you, but yeah, tomorrow I will send you the timestamps. Thank you! I appreciate that. Oh, neck. Did you saw the leaked movesets? No? What you mean? Leaked movesets of what? Dusk Bloods or something related to Tarnished Edition? Ah, movie sets. Okay, I thought you made a typo. That's crazy. Oh shit. GG. But yeah, I have seen the movie. I have shown. Actually, let me actually show it to you. I have seen on Twitter part of the movie set, and that's... That's looking pretty fucking nice. Check this out. There is actually Church of Marika. Like, this shit is looking good, man. You know, there is on top. Let me actually turn on Epic Pen, so you know, on top of that, here, yeah, you have like a squarish construction. Yeah, you see, like this is basically like a square, yeah? Over here. And I assume this is here for the sole purpose, because in this spot they are going to add a CGI, yeah, in form of the tower, yeah? Because if you know, if not sure if you remember, let me just show you in game, yeah? We can actually see it from here, yeah? As you can see, yeah, there is a tower here, yeah, kind of. And they probably just gonna add it as a CGI. I would assume that's gonna be the case. And the rest, there is no point for that tower to not be added just as CGI, because it's not gonna be utilized as a part of the set anyway, yeah? There is no need for it to be actually a real construction. But yeah, it's looking fucking great. Who is financing the movie? That's a good question. Is that just a Hollywood type of thing? So it's probably Bandai Namco dropping the big buck in collaboration with others. I wish Zaki would direct. Well, no matter what, I'm just curious what's gonna come out of it. What the? You can't be fucking serious. What am I witnessing? Like... Okay, Michael Zaki is trolling. This is such a fucking troll. What the fuck? It's literally Miyazaki's trolling attempt at this point. Miyazaki hates invaders, confirmed. But yeah, it's just to make things clear. Elden Ring movie being a thing, and especially because like looking at the quality of the movie sets, or like that one movie set, if it's if the movie set's gonna be this fucking good, there is a big faith that this movie actually genuinely gonna be decent. At least as a blockbuster, yeah? And dude, you have no idea how big it is going to be, everyone in the scene. Every single content creator. Amount of hype that, let's say, Witcher TV series brought to the games itself is enormous. We can probably expect even a new peak of popularity in Elden Ring, and I'm not even kidding. For one, Witcher 3 got its peak of popularity at the release of the TV series. Okay. I have to be careful because this guy might be scary. Yeah, we definitely need to go in between the trees. Okay. Let's move away. Yeah. I'm gonna be sticking around the corners and just hope for the best. Oh! He stopped the chase, that's perfect. We actually needed it a little bit. Gonna go this way now. Gonna have to be careful though, because, you know, like the problem of that armament he is using, so the Kung Fu bullshittery, is purely related to the fact that it is generally like one of the armaments that have no recoveries at all. Like you can do the running R2 attack and then just roll away. So I gotta have to be careful. Okay. That's free aim though. Oh, he almost... Oh, wait. I think he had lock on me here. Yeah, this is us. Kind of no way to like make them fuck off, unfortunately. Hyper armor is also not very good here. Thank you a lot, PlayStation. Alright. Fuck! Die. Thank you. I appreciate that finally. We managed to split them a little bit and the guy immediately quicked after. That's crazy. Let's go to them. With their behavior, true. Wonder if you're gonna invade the same individual. What was this? Bonfire, isn't it? Why is lightning grease applied so frequently in PvP before its effect? What does the gross merde mean? And why the dots? Bro called you a big shit? Oh, fantastic. That would be shame if we would invade them yet again, isn't it? Yeah, it seems like they actually blocked me. Unforge. Oh. And what does that mean? Yeah, I am actually getting could not invade nearby, so I assume we actually got blocked. So the French goats insulted me and then blocked. Hello there, if you could bring Elden Ring combat system to another game type, like Battle Royales, for example, what genre it would be? Probably fighting games, like 3D fighting games, like Absolver. But yeah, okay. Since these two blocked me, we're just going to guarantee them a nice vacation from multiplayer altogether. And this guy too. Right them, dude. First of all, if you want me to insult them back, then let's make it clear. It's not a good idea because I can get actually suspended if they are going to report me. Instead, I'm just gonna report them, so they're gonna get suspended. I mean, like, they are bitch made anyway. Hehe. GG. This guy told me. Yeah, these guys definitely blocked me. And for situations like that, I'm supposed to have an alt account. Just with a copy of my saves, jump on the alt account every single time. You have this type of gamers trying to talk smoke and after that blocking away. It would make for a good content, I think. That's interesting. I... Good shit with that rollout. Well played. Okay, GG's. Will we ever see an alt account still? Honestly, probably no. I should make one, but at the same time, I really dislike an idea of alt accounts in the first place. It's every single time I see someone bank on an alt account, to me, it's like, nah. It's not... It feels as... What the fuck you are hiding from? Like this... That feels kind of fucking cringe. I think I have never done an alt account. No, actually, I had an alt account in Counter-Strike on Steam. I had an alt account, but it's for the sole purpose to have like to challenge myself to climb in certain amount of time from the lowest to the highest rank. But yeah, I never had an alt account for the sole purpose to have an alt account. Yeah. Oh my god, this guy fell on his own! Oh. Well, this guy needed help. What about you? Please come back here. Oh, okay, this guy is gone. Crazy. Whoop. Whoop. Where are you going? That's a wrong flask, my friend, that's for sure. Do you ever play a non-strength build? Yes, sometimes I play Donald Trump build as well. Proof is right there on the channel. And then plus to complete Dark Souls 3 today? Yes. We're swapping to Dark Souls 3 soon. And we're gonna finish the game with Claw. Also, ZGD, let me see. Can you answer my question about Lightning Slash? What was the question? Is there any way to actually use Lightning Slash, or is that skill completely useless? It's not useless, it's very strong. Especially on the lower levels. If you're gonna like use it with the Lightning Infusion, it's very good. But problem with the Lightning Slash is its activation. It basically cannot be cancelled in any way, and you cannot really use it on the range. So the Sacred Blade, I think it's called, is basically equivalent for the holy damage, yeah, and it's much better. So it's kinda mid. It's just not worth using. If it had like a same animation like Sacred Blade, then yeah, then it would be top tier. Well, maybe not top tier. You know what? No. No, actually, I changed my mind. Now when I think about it, it wouldn't be top tier in any capacity, because it still would be better to go kin nowadays. So yeah, Lightning Slash could be a good alternative for the lower levels in such case, but nothing besides that. On the meta level, you still probably would be going kin instead of Lightning Infusion anyway. So, and using the Lightning Slash only makes sense if your weapon is of the Lightning Infusion. Does he read a YouTube chat? Unfortunately, I do. My biggest mistake. It's a good combo if the ops rolls after getting hit by a colossal CR1. Wait, what? You can use it on colossal weapons? Well, honestly, it's still better to just make yourself a build, a holy build that can have gags and put the sacred blade on it. Anyway, it's just Lightning Slash has probably the worst buff activation from every Ash of War that is focused on buffing the weapon. Because what Lightning Slash competes with? It competes with Flaming Strike, which is obviously insanely good. Mostly because of its initial burst of flames, but it is worth to remember that Flaming Strike is still a weapon buff type of Ash of War, yeah? Like on the low level you use Flaming Strike to increase your fire damage weapon, yeah? So Flaming Strike has high poise damage, 180 degrees, huge ass hitbox that can combo for like 900 damage overall, yeah? Sacred Blade, that's what strength builds have. Holy builds, in the meaning that like a faith builds, have Sacred Blade that can be bounced off the wall, which cancels activation. It has range attack, it has hyper armor and yada yada, yeah? A lot that you got from it. And then Lightning Slash is just worst out of all of them. It just has regular top slash that is very telegraphed. Not even sure if that shit has any hyper armor. Okay. Lol. Crazy. Strength build is good, just gets boring, Kaimo. Okay, but what's, in your opinion, interesting about other builds that's boring on strength build? Because in my book, there is no distinct differences between the builds anymore after DLC. You basically have the same weapons, or like different weapons that have the same use purposes. I have seen some fun pyro stuff. Okay, but then you're not talking about builds that are generally like PvP ready and good. You're talking about for fun builds. Because quote unquote pyro build is no good by no means. And in such case, then, I don't think that, personally from me, I don't feel that much of joy out of making like unoptimal builds only for the sake of so they would be different. Okay. Builds got stale after DLC, I agree. Before DLC, you had a lot of variety related to different builds. And they were actually very, very good, yeah? Even distinct difference between dexterity and strength build. Strength build was about utilization of flaming strike and other tools. That were rather two-handed. Whereas dexterity builds were about utilization of the power stance. And basically after DLC, partially because of the existence of two-handed sword talisman, this distinct difference between builds doesn't make sense anymore, and it doesn't exist basically, yeah? There is no point to use, let's say, dual straight swords anymore, because you actually can use Kin Milady and do as much damage, yeah? Or something along the lines. You can use Rakshasa's Great Katana and do immense amount of damage. Flaming Strike is better on Freya's weapon because it buffs red main attacks, yeah, by 10%, but only second follow-up. I mean, the follow-up itself. For one, dexterity build had better dual lances in the past. That's another important thing. Like, basically, if you were running PSGS, Power Stance Great Spears, set on lightning, you were doing more damage, not on the counter attacks, but from neutral you were doing more damage on that build than on the strength build. So it essentially means that you had distinct differences between the builds, yeah? And these differences are no more. Right now, for one, I have used Bear Claws, yeah? And, well, the swap, instead of to Bear Claws, on Dexterity build, you're just swapping to Rakshasa, yeah? That's the difference. But they serve, these tools serve basically the same purpose, yeah? That's so us. I got actual input drop right there, GG's gamer. I would also say that even after DLC, yeah, some builds that are quite distinct but still good, or they used to be good, well, they still are, but point being, yeah, Pure Mage. Pure Mage build is better than ever, but it's also dumber than ever, because nowadays you make your Pure Caster build, if you want to make it optimal and actually genuinely decent, you just use Gravitational Missile, yeah? And intelligence builds were already pretty dumb in Elden Ring. A lot of heavy lifting was based on the fact that spells always had strong homing properties. And after DLC, instead of homing properties, you have Twin Moons and you have Gravitational Missile that just do insane heavy lifting for pure mage builds, to the point that I personally don't really feel much fun out of playing these builds. Yeah, like recently that I had that funny Donald Trump build cosplay. Yeah, that was basically a pure mage build. Yeah, and that was of course April Fool's joke. Oh, that works like this? What the fuck? I didn't even know, like, it goes forward. Okay. Let me swap back. Bruh, I wasn't sure where the fuck they are even. I'm gonna need something like a stock here. Alright. Well, one gone. Okay. Alright, we are going back to the boyo. Right, that might be a max level. I have to be careful because this guy might just accidentally parry me. Accidentally, I meant just he gonna click the buttons, the parry gonna land, so. Gags it is. I would love this guy to fuck off, frankly. Okay, here we go. I really wanted to kill this guy. Let's see amount of runes we're gonna get. 85,000, so yeah, the other guy was clearly over-leveled. 300 plus or 400 plus level. By the way, I have feeling like pure Faith build, just because of how much stronger pure Mage build is nowadays, is... well, it just doesn't really feel good to play pure Faith build anymore. I mean, pure Faith build was about utilization of Bestial Sling and just, you know, like, being hard to get and just then nuking people with some AoEs. And, well... Mage got fucking AoE that is nuking way better than the pure Faith build. Yeah, I don't know, like Flame, how that's called? Like the Fireball, not Catch Flame, Fireball, the big ass Fireball. There is that big ass Fireball incantation that deals a lot of damage, and it probably has better scaling than Gravitational Missile, but at the same time, it's just less viable. And yeah, its Gravitational Missile is probably also kind of more fun from the perspective of pure visuals than freaking Fireball. And Fireball requires more skill because you have to actually frame it. Kind of, yeah, I mean, like, it's still huge as AoE. But that huge as AoE still requires a little bit more skill to utilize than freaking incantation. That is nearly a fucking of the size of the Limgrave, yeah? But yeah, like, I am really not happy with the overall balance of builds after DLC. I have feeling like playing Strength build gives you the most variety and is the most interesting, and other builds, you know, they are just not that fun. Remember that, like, before the DLC, because a lot of you probably started watching me after the release of DLC because there was a surge of popularity related to Elden Ring, but I had every single build type. I had pure Faith, pure Mage, Intelligence melee build, Faith in a Faith melee build. I had Dexterity build, I had Dex builds, and I basically was playing all of them somewhat, yeah? I think the most popular build I was playing back in the days was actually Dexterity build. It's not the case anymore. Nowadays, I am almost exclusively playing freaking Strength build, and if there is variety in form of, I don't know, like different setups, most of these things are executed on the Strength build, yeah? So let's say I might play something niche, like, I don't know, like one of my favorite of metas is Short Sword, yeah? I might play Short Sword, but it's still gonna be Short Sword on the Strength build. I don't think like there is a need in the first place to swap builds at all, in vast majority of cases. Oh, 600 mentioned Arc Intelligence, but that also reminded me of something that I completely forgot about. Arcane builds, dude. Arcane builds lost its identity like fucking crazy too. I have feeling like playing intelligence build nowadays is just a singular setup reliant. You just make a build to play particular setup, and that setup usually is not that good anyway. And examples of it might be, let's say, the PSGS, Power Stance Great Spears from the DLC. The ones that deal full physical damage and also apply bleed, yeah? Only Arcane build can utilize it. So you can make a build to run this PSGS, and that setup is great because these spears are very long and they are good for the Power Stance Great Spears, but not good enough to generally like be competitively viable, basically, yeah? It's kind of related to how Power Stance Great Spears are a little bit bad. Well, not really bad. PSGS is still good, but much harder to play, less consistent, and overall, you probably usually want to play something else. And then, any other neutral setup is not going to be very good on Arcane build anyway. Arcane used to be very good because of trickery related to amplification of the status effect. Application of the status effects. And these status effects could work very well despite relatively low damage that you had on the Arcane builds, yeah, because you could swap a lot between some sort of the offhand weapons that had status effect like on them, and then main hand weapons that also like could have, for example, have poisonous mist, let's say. On the Arcane dismounter, you could have had like poisonous mist or whatever. You could try to apply a lot of status effects, swap around, and yada yada yada, yeah. But nowadays, all of it is being nullified because damage, overall damage has been increased quite a lot because of things yet again, like freaking 200 tally. Talismans that increase your crouch attack damage or running attack damage. They also actually bring net negative to the builds overall, because why would you even play anything else if you think about it, yeah, outside of builds that benefit the most out of these tallies, which, well, it's strength build, dude. It's strength build benefits the most out of it, yeah? So here you go. That's interesting. That R2 can stop my my sword dance. Not anymore, though. Not anymore. Not after we got the Bulgot tally. Okay. Alright, here we go. Kind of scuffed fight though. Starfist got a huge buff from the two-hand talisman, especially on the strength build, where it didn't get 1.5 multiplayer. What you mean? You are not getting more damage, I think, on the Starfist out of two-hand tally. No, you're definitely not. Yo, Rust, what's up, goat? Hey yo. Oh my god, it's Guts from Berserk. Oh, this is like one of the setups that Dex build can utilize though, and it's very interesting. Also the slate. Oh kurwa, this lag. Wait, what the fuck? Is that consistent? It's not. Bro just has incredibly shit net. Alright, this is going to be a clean rot. Clean rot is also like huge offender, yeah, of general viability of things, yeah, like a strength build. Strength build is the best user of clean rot. So purely because of that, strength build is gonna be essentially the strongest. Oh, you're gonna fall like this. Ah well, GG's. But yeah, like, clean rot is, without a doubt, just the strongest weapon in the game. And just because of that, strength builds are more viable than everything else, and it feels like a waste to play other builds than strength build, because think about it, yeah? Builds are overall very similar to each other, they don't have distinct differences anymore. And in such case, it's always better to be on the build that can always equip that fucking utter unbalanced dog shit that is clean rot with BHS. Just to have a chance against a shitter squad rather than if you would have some sort of the suboptimal version of it, yeah? For one, holy damage, yeah? A holy damage focused clean rot gonna deal overall more damage with the Sacred Blade, but then you don't have BHS. And BHS makes this weapon especially strong, so even though strength build doesn't do the most damage, it would be faith build that does more damage with the best weapon in the game. BHS is what makes clean rot especially broken, and therefore clean rot is the best on the strength build. So from even this standpoint, I don't really see a reason, yet again, to actually play other builds. Or even, you know, even broken weapons like backhand blades, yeah? Like mostly because of its Ashes of War. Did you know that backhand blades get barely any more damage on the Dex build in comparison to strength build? They are dealing about the same damage overall. There is no distinct difference in the damage output. What dexterity builds have over strength builds is, well, another insanely broken weapon, which is... how that's called? Claws of Night, yeah? And Claws of Night... Claws of Night technically... Claws of Night technically is a distinct difference between a Dex and Strength build, and overall brokenness of the Claws of Night match brokenness of the Clean Rot when it comes to the stats, but the moveset itself makes it so that Clean Rot is just better. It has way higher skill ceiling and outplay potential. Close of Night is just a stat check type of weapon. If your opponent gonna walk into your mash, they're gonna lose a lot of HP, but Clean Rot can just pretty easily outplay, especially with BHS, someone that uses Close of Night, and yet again, it's just better weapon. So, like, technically, if you think about it, Sword of Night also exists, so Dexterity has that distinct difference. It has a weapon that is very good at opening shields, because, well, Sword of Night actually goes through the shields, and I guess that would be the main argument why would you want to go eventually a Dexterity build. But unfortunately, in a realistic use case, it's not really that good. That's the problem. And the reason why why Sword of Night is not really that good is because it requires you to stay in your attacking animation for extended period of time. It basically negatively affects viability of the weapon, because you basically are locked in the animation for such a long period of time that you might just die because of it. That's the general problem of the Dexterity builds. If you want to use, let's say, stuff like a Backhand Blades or even Close of Night, yeah, it's just the fact that usually you are being fucked by pretty bad recovery. Or not even bad recovery. Recovery is not bad. It's more like of the design of multi-attacks, yeah? And by the way, that's one of the main reasons why in Dark Souls 3 Twin Blade Sellswords are so fucking amazing, both in PvP and PvE, is because it's power stance attacks basically land hits at the same time. In Elden Ring, there is a distinct difference between the first hit and second hit when you're using power stance weapons. Even, let's say, yeah, you have Starfist, you do the running attack. The first attack is very fast, but follow-up, well, it takes its sweet time to land. That's why when you are chasing someone down, you're usually gonna only hit the half hits. Like here for one, yeah? But I have... well, I wanted to present you the use case, but gonna have to be careful now, because these guys are dangerous. Oh wait, this house is gonna die. Oh, maybe not. He actually survived. I think the guy with Backhand Blades, but Backhand Blades don't have blind spot, so I can just click R2. Fuck. That's pretty ass. I don't really want to kill the host. I rather wish to kill both phantoms first. That's unfortunately very risky. Oh, this guy actually died. Okay, good. Okay. You're being run down, my dude. Well. Ah. This guy loves his ulti button, isn't it? Hey, hey. Yep. GG's. I see you guys also mentioned in chat Ansbach bow. Yeah, you know what? This is the reason why I actually have Dex build. Because, well, yeah, like, I do have Dex build, yeah, aside from Strength build. But this is the only build that I have made for myself after DLC, aside from Strength build, yeah? And the reason is because you have some tools that are distinct and good. But that's about it. It's basically the distinct difference that made particular weapons good on particular builds are gone, and Dexterity build became what Arcane build used to be, which was kind of gimmicky build. Now Dexterity build is the gimmicky build instead. And you essentially have a Dexterity build for funny gimmicks, and then Strength, eventually Strength slash Faith with, let's say, 20 Faith, for utility, yeah? That's basically, I think, two viable PvP builds that are genuinely good. You also have a pure mage that is insanely good, but yeah, I mean, pure mage builds nowadays rely more on how badly your opponent plays rather than how good you are. Well, it was kind of always the case, but now it's more than ever, basically. That's my point. Right. And this. Okay. Let's go. Why? Oh, fuck. It's kind of us what happened. So I basically got cucked by the... What the fuck? This is not fair. The guy literally skipped his fucking animation. This is us. We might actually lose to the shit net. Oh, he actually landed it. But yeah, this is a win because... This is basically a win because of the shit net, honestly. This is actually annoying. This guy just landed one hit that fucking like should never land. I'm going back here. This is not fair. I have seen it earlier already that his net shot himself, but here like... Also I'm curious how the fuck he managed to break my blue tier. That's actually retarded. Not blue tier but blue feather. Come here. Okay, let's go. Yeah, fuck you. Nah, you are a fucking lagging piece of shit. Holy fuck, who the fuck are you? Fix your net. This is awful. Kurwa! Dude, get the fuck out, holy shit. I really want to fucking shitpot this guy, like his net really is fucking dog shit. Bro is basically skipping. Oh, this guy also. Same story. Holy fuck. My god. Do you fucking see it? Like, I swear to god, like, we got one shit net that just plays on Wi-Fi, and now we have another guy that plays on packet loss. Get this guy on a ladder, for real. Blame Miyazaki, guys. Peer-to-peer action is always gonna be cooked. Dude, it's a Wi-Fi. Oh my god, he actually fucking bodied the host. Well, too powerful, I guess. But yeah. I mean, this is a perfect example of how fucked overall this game unfortunately is. Because yeah, like, you are being heavily supported by inconsistent net. It's not about you just having either terrible net or good net or what's not, but if you're playing on Wi-Fi, you literally gonna score hits or you're gonna dodge things that you shouldn't. And inconsistent net is especially fucking bad. Like, I couldn't, for one, on previous encounter against the PSGS guy, use Shamshir just because the guy was dodging things that he simply fucking shouldn't. Because his net was going up and down when it comes to, like, unreasonable average lat. At some point he dodged something with the delay of 120 ms, what was looking like. Nice. After that, bro actually yet again, like, managed to dodge something that absolutely shouldn't. Yeah. PSN Scampe just go to play that? Yeah, actually, bro kind of plays like Scampe. That's true. Good shit. Oh. Running out of greases. Good shit. Nice, Neko. Okay. Here we go. Similar to his old net news? Yeah, like, Scampe is a PC player that loved to play PSGS, and basically it was the same story, yeah? Does it not go both ways, though? No, packet loss doesn't go fucking both ways. Also, internet connection is divided by upload and download. And your download can be fine, but your upload can be fucked. So, what's the outcome of it is, let's say if my download is okay, but my upload is fucked, then I'm gonna be sending you fucked packets, and therefore you're gonna see me skipping, fucking, like, not animating, and so on and so forth. But if my download is fine and your upload is fine, then you are going to send me a correct packets, which means that you see me skipping and I see you normally. So now, like, it's not as simple as, oh, need to pick off both ways. It's one of the biggest misunderstandings of how latency works overall, yeah? It's not think that's an issue, it's more of a stability. Yeah, latency is basically, if you have unstable so-called jittery net, then your latency is rising up and then getting back to its normal state, yeah? Which causes a lot of fuckery, yeah? Because let's say that my normal latency is, let's say, around 50 milliseconds to someone, but my net is extremely jittery, and it jitters all the way up to 150 milliseconds once every, I don't know, 3-4 seconds, yeah? In such case, if you are going to end up attacking me at the very moment when the jitter is going to happen, then you are most likely going to dodge because of overlapping frames on the higher latency, or for one, you can do a random running attack that's going to land that normally wouldn't, also because of the jitter, because at the moment of the attack, you ended up attacking at the very moment when your current latency to other player was 150 milliseconds instead of 50 because of that moment of jitter. So yeah, yet again, it's... This topic is just simply not that easy. Really as simple as that. It's not like, hey, one player has like shit net, another then therefore it doesn't matter because, well, because latency goes both ways now. It's not working like that. Okay, we got this. Oh my god. Okay, we might actually witness the freaking fight of gods. Imagine if that was gonna be just a shit luck fest. No, would never happen. For real. Let's see how it's gonna work. Aha! Have you seen it? The guy froze in place right there. I wonder if he stopped on his own or it was like a jitter moment. It was looking weird. Honestly, this setup is also not very good now when I think about it against jitter, because yeah, I'm losing a lot. Yeah, Nice jump, dude. Maybe Storm Stomp against Jittery Net. He skipped over my... Oh, wrong thing. Steelovsky killed by fucking PSGS Chase the God, right? It's the goat fashion, true. I guess maybe spinning slash though would be better. Okay, let's jump in. Oh my god, that shouldn't happen. Have you seen it? Oh, that's crazy. That shouldn't hit him. That's so funny, dude. That fucking shouldn't even hit him. That spinning slash shouldn't land. What the fuck? He actually dodged it properly. Oh, this is so funny. Bro is a scammer. Alright. Heavy load. For swap. Okay. Stens plays PSGS really well, can knock him on that. He plays PSGS really well, but his internet is dog shit. He's straight up, like, he's just skipping. It's bros either on Wi-Fi or just unfortunate internet. Like, no one is saying that the gamer doesn't play PSGS. It's respectable how he plays PSGS, but without a doubt, bro. Just doesn't have good net. Just... his net helps him a lot, basically. Essentially, PSGS is a setup that works the best on around 100-120 ms. That's where it works the best, yeah? Like, the reason why I'm actually invading and I'm playing against this guy is because he plays PSGS really well. It's fun to fight against the guy in that regard, but his net is just scamming. It's really as simple as that. Okay, here we go. Bra. The Crucible Goat. What? Dude, okay, what the fuck? Is that the best player in the world? Is that him? Kind of want to fight this Crucible guy. Bro is a goat. Oh my god, look at this! What's going on here? Can I fight him? Can I fight him? Can I? Can we? Let's fight. You. Nah. I guess no, unfortunately. They are too focused. I mean, like, the freaking Crucible Knight is too focused on the host. This is so fun, dude. But like, I wonder if they have just very bad latency to each other. Okay. Kill my goat. That didn't happen, dude. What the what? What the this is fucking crazy, dude. Okay, like, he has just unfortunate net. Oh. God damn it. He's goated, truly. GG. It was not seriously casual? Really? Oh shit. Pochonia. Bo już jest pierwsza. Aha, no weź tak nie, dasz sobie. I accidentally fucking invaded globally instead of locally. I missed the Crucible Knight fight already, dude. That Crucible Knight was the fucking goat, but it's other streamer apparently. Why dismounted over Freya longer? You could argue it's worse though. There is a solid argumentation for both. Or like for one being better over another. Good shit. Well played, Neko. Well. Big mess up by me. Whoops, GG. Well played, gamer. I forgot physic, I think. That's unlucky. Also, my R2 just went to the side. God fucking damn it, I'm stupid. Oh, we got Necro again? Yeah. Yeah. Round 2. Let's play the same setup. I got like I think 4 or 3 half hits. That's funny. I didn't react. Actually, I need to save this moment. I want to see if I actually didn't react or the game scammed me of the dodge here. No, dude, unbelievable. That would be clear punish. Here we go. Let me see. Was it here? No. Like, sometimes it happens that you are going to lose your stamina, but the dodge is not going to happen. It means that you got fucked by the animation transition buffer. But it wasn't the case here. I just didn't dodge. It seems like gamers are busy. Collab with Joe Bartolozzi. I don't even know what is that. Sounds like bourbon. Dark Souls stream when? We're gonna actually be finishing very soon. And gonna jump on Dark Souls 3. You was the host of the PSGS user? Ah, you are gone. I actually wanted to play a little bit more against that PSGS guy. He had like very inconsistent net. Like once in a while just net was shitting itself. But I guess there is gonna be more opportunities to play against the guy because he was very fun to play against, but very frustrating to be hit. Or like not score the hits because of clear packet loss moment or like jittery net. Question, are people still playing on 125 or it is mainly just 150 now? On PC and seamless co-op it's mainly 150 because 125 doesn't connect with 150 and people just move to 150s. On console there is a split. There are like various different opinions which is technically better and so on, yeah? But I would say that it is advantageous towards 150 overall. It's funny how he scored more hits, but I actually dealt more damage anyway. Or like about the same amount of damage. Just because of that thrusting damage, yeah? Ooh. Holy shit, if that parry would land, that would be sick. Just play 139 so you can queue both. Honestly, I don't think that's that good of an idea. If the meta is more on par with 150, then you probably want to play 150 because Cheater is gonna play higher level in order to get advantage over you. And of course, you can still like beat the shit out of them because you are better. Like average invader gonna be much better than average cheater. So yeah, like if you're gonna be playing 139, then you're out of range, and 125 is, well, popularity wise, it's probably just about the same, honestly. Like maybe a little bit worse. If you want the fastest queue times, but you know what? Depends what you want to queue, because if you want to queue against PvP ready people, then it's not efficient anyway, because there is so little of this type of people. Like, you know, it's not the case of Dark Souls 3 where you have like a map like Pontiff, yeah, where all the tryhards just collectively play and fight against each other. So you probably want to play 150 because 150 is just better for the organic invasions, because level 150 was literally suggested as a DLC entry level by Bandai Namco in the promotional materials, and that's the reason why I moved to 150 with the release of the DLC. This is the most ridiculous fucking place to fight ever. Be gone. Oh. Aha. He doesn't have bad nets. That thing didn't land because he had a jitter moment. Okay. Okay, another. Under roll catch? No. Dude is too goated to be roll cut. Also, too goated to bother about things like poise, I guess. Oh. Okay, anyway, my dude. Aha, okay, sick, GG. The lion doesn't concern himself with poise or prio, very true. Okej. Let's swap... Kochanie, gotowa? Możesz teraz? Dobrze. Let's swap to Dark Souls 3 gamers. I am going to... well, same story like the last time, like yesterday. So people on Twitch, you don't have to do anything. People on YouTube, please be prepared, because I'm going to move you onto another live stream. So you're gonna be redirected to the new live stream, yeah? Like, you don't have to do anything, but in case if the shit is not gonna work for you, then you have to be aware that you're gonna have to go to my channel and, well, find the new live stream manually. What we're gonna do now is I'm about to play with my girlfriend some co-op in Dark Souls 3. We are finishing the game, basically. With, of course, invaders on and everything, so like, we're basically just playing Dark Souls 3 on the seamless co-op, yeah? As simple as that. So give me a second, I'm going to redirect YouTube chatters. And I'm gonna play music in the background for now for you all. And it's gonna take me a moment, okay? Let me just set up everything. Meanwhile, please enjoy some tunes.
Nie mam czasu na takie rzeczy. Będę się lepiej trzymać od tego sprawy. To wszystko tylko plotki.
Okay, almost done.
Co on wie o służbie? Dlaczego dowiaduje się o tym?
Okay, let me redirect everyone. Okay, turning off the old Twitch stream and I mean YouTube stream and moving people to new one.